Because what happens is the women who wants to be wives usually don't get played by these men. I mean, you're talking a third world country where jobs are difficult to find. And you're going to tell me like women don't play games?
But that man that went to Brazil and he got ran out of Brazil to get a woman because y'all couldn't get women in the United States of America. So you have to go find desperate weak women elsewhere. Y'all are a joke. If you can't get respect in the USA, it ain't gonna happen nowhere else.
Welcome back to More to Life. I got another one for you guys, but before I get into it, I ask that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to click the notification bell to ensure that you get my videos as soon as I release them. I'm not going to hold you up. Let's hop right into it.
So part 2, guys. So the second thing I want to mention about the men going to Africa to make baby mamas is when you talk about these things, did you forget to mention that most women see this as an opportunity? Because what happens is the women who wants to be wives usually don't get played by these men. They are not getting pregnant. Yes, every now and then 1 or 2 people might get fooled and end up being played. But for the majority of women in Africa who wants to be wife, they don't get played by these men.
Ooh, I like her.
And not only that, right? And props out to her. She's calling the woman out for bashing men that want to go to Africa, right? Because, I mean, to get on the video and just persuade men not to go, it's just crazy, right? And like even the last video, it was a woman that's pretty much Americanized, telling guys you have to pay a dowry, all this stuff. But you heard it, she said it's from the horse's mouth. These women are not going for it, and guys aren't looking to go out and just do that. Guys are trying to get away from that. Guys are leaving away from women that are just becoming baby mamas, and that's all they want to do because they don't want to get married. So let me let her finish.
But what happened is usually these men would leave the Western world, go to Africa, usually around income tax time, come with a lot of money, flexing, nice car. You guys would see these men, see the type of jobs they have, and think, ooh, this is nice. I can get some money out of this. As I said, I was raised in Africa, so I know multiple women who have tried. Okay? Some of you guys are the party girls. When they go down to Africa, you are the ones they're calling, they're hanging out with, Netflix and chill. You want to be the cool girl, and that's okay. But what you forget to know is this man is not claiming you to be his girl. So what happens is most times women will feel like if they get pregnant, they can get a paycheck.
Interesting.
And that's women everywhere, right? Women in every country are hustling somewhat. I like how she's calling it out, though, that even there it happens. And what she's saying is the women that are reserved are not going for that a lot of times. But they're looking for the guy that really approached them. But guys are coming, not all, but there are some that are trying to approach these women in all seriousness and take them serious.
Let's not pretend like some women out here are not hustling. I mean, you're talking a third world country where jobs are difficult to find. And you're going to tell me like women don't play games? Because I know multiple of them who are baby mamas today, not because the men were just trying to make them, but because they tried to play games and they got cut up.
I gave it a 10.
Because if these men are not officially your guy, he's not even going to believe the child is his because you had a boyfriend when you guys were hanging out, or, you know, you weren't serious, whatever the case was. He's not going to take you seriously if you tell him the kid is his. And then number 2, he's out of the country.
And, you know, it's good that she's calling it out because, and it's true, it happens everywhere. What she's saying happens everywhere. What happens in America happens all over the world, just not in the same degree. Like the percentages are way different. But does it happen? Yes, it does happen. Even happens in the Philippines, happens in Thailand. Does it happen as much as there? No.
You're going to have to prove the child is his through DNA. But how are you going to do that if he doesn't even come to the country every year? Maybe 7 years, 10 years, 20 years before you get to see him again. So let's not pretend like for my country, $1 is $154.50. So if you get a guy to give you $300 a month to support his child, you're talking about 46,000 plus.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
And you really want to sit there and say like men are just making African women baby mamas?
You were right.
Like there ain't hustlers out there trying it?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess she's right. I don't know about that. I don't know about out there. I don't know if that's happening there, but she said it. It's happening everywhere. But she broke it down to where guys aren't just going out there to make baby mamas. And if it does happen, it's because the woman is pretty much going for it, right? They're going for that guy that wants to be that tourist, right? But then that happening, it happens everywhere. But I don't suggest anyone to go out there and just go out there to just do that. I suggest guys go out there and find something serious. If you're young, if I understand, but still, of course, we're trying to get away from what's happening back home. Don't go to the countries and contribute to baby mamas. I mean, that's just ridiculous. But anyway, guys, I got another one here.
State done convinced these passport rules to go out of the country to find their wife, girlfriend, whoever. But that man that went to Brazil and he got ran out of Brazil and they wasn't having that, now allegedly he's in Thailand. So y'all are doing all of this.
So she said Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate didn't convince guys, but he does support it. And yeah, he convinced some guys, right? I was at the country before he started talking about it. But he does, and shouts out to Andrew Tate. But she said got ran out the country. Nobody got ran out the country. If you're talking about Austin Holloman, he was planning already a trip to Thailand before that. I remember when it happened, when everything happened, he already told me like 2 weeks before that he was going to Thailand, and then he was going to make rounds to the Philippines. That didn't happen, but you know what it is though? I get it. These women don't know. But anyway, let's continue.
To get a woman because y'all couldn't get women in the United States of America.
That's what who said.
How pathetic is that? But y'all are alpha males, right? Y'all are kings and y'all run the household and just dominant, right? That don't sound dominant to me.
Man, she don't get it. Guys can get women in the States. It's a lot of headaches. Guys don't want to deal with the games and the headaches. A guy like me had to leave because I wasn't just looking for something for the night, right? I've done that all my life because it's not hard to get women in the States. I wanted something different. So I had to leave in order to find something feminine and delicate.
Sounds like you couldn't handle strong-minded women in your hometown, in your home country.
You assume too much.
So you have to go find desperate, weak women elsewhere. Women that are going to put up until they get to know y'all and then run y'all out the country.
Why is this the argument, right? We have to be able to handle you. I mean, it's not like a motorcycle, right? It's not like I'm riding a 1300, you know, I'm riding a big motorcycle and I can't handle it. You need to handle your motorcycle, because if you can't handle your motorcycle, you're going to. But a woman, you shouldn't have to handle a woman. A woman should be handling a man, right? Because women should be catering to us, not us doing that. What it is, flip side, right? Everything is flip side in America, and it's the way that it shouldn't be. Because really, the man's supposed to be honored and cherished. But we've gotten so far away from that, right?
Y'all are so desperate to control women, y'all will even date teenagers. Pathetic. Y'all are a joke. If you can't get respect in the USA, it ain't gonna happen nowhere else.
You just reveal your own ignorance.
The bar is in hell and they got nanny on it.
So desperate to control women, we would even date teenagers. Nobody's out there dating a teenager, okay? Now, it's not about control. You know, just because a woman cooks and cleans and even does what you say, right? It's not necessarily control. It's called honoring your man. Facts. Not about control. And this feminism has women, especially BWs, thinking it's okay the way they are. That's why guys are leaving. The more and more you women keep telling yourself this and keep telling yourself that lie, the more and more guys jump on a plane, get our passports, jump on these planes, and leave. Because it's time. It's been time for a while. You know, guys have been trying to push it for a while. And now it's to the point where guys can't take it anymore. Guys have to leave. But I don't know what's going on with women like her still thinking being an independent, strong woman is the way. Because, whoo, there's going to be more guys getting a passport. That stays up. Because guys realize there's more to life than dealing with a woman like you back home.